try to do this when I finished my work early or I had some downtime before the evening. Normally, I come on early in the morning, right before I start my work, and I kind of give you a tip. And today, I want to make sure I give you a tip right up front. I don't want you to have to listen to everything I'm saying before I get to the tip. So, what we're going to talk about this evening are survival jobs for actors, actresses, filmmakers, aspiring directors, and aspiring editors. All creative jobs, all creative people, I know a lot of you probably know this, all creative people have to work what I call a survival job as they're trying to make it in their chosen field. Um, it's not easy sometimes because sometimes you're working at jobs that you just don't like. You're maybe dealing with bosses and managers that you just don't like. I want to tell a quick story. When I first moved out to Los Angeles after college, and this was many, many years ago, I was lucky enough to get hired at a company that was loosely related to film production. This company has disappeared now. It was owned by Ted Turner. It was called Color Systems Technology. And what they did was they colorized old movies. And it was a big thing back then. This was the end of the 80s. And Ted Turner owned all these classic movies. So he was trying to find a way to make money off the old classic movies. And he thought that people didn't watch the old movies because they weren't in color. And Ted Turner was an old man at that time and thought that was the answer. So we started this company called Color Systems. And I was just out of college. They needed someone to be a researcher, to research the old movies and find out what things were, colors things were in real life that were in the old movies. So I worked there for about 6 months, a year. And it was a good job. I had flexibility. I didn't have to work hard, didn't have to break a sweat. It was, like I said, it was slightly related to my degree in video production, television production, radio production. So it was slightly related to my degree, which was good. So I worked at what I call a survival job until the day came. I was cast in an independent feature film. And being young and new, I didn't want to go into the boss and say, oh, I have to come up with some lie because it was a lead role and there was no way to tell exactly how long it was going to take. It was scheduled for a 10 or 15-day shoot and I was one of the main characters. So I went in because I thought she was, the company was film related. So I went in naively and told her the truth. I got cast in this independent feature film. I'd like to do the role. It's a lead role. I'd like to take a leave of absence and then come back to my job. So when I told her that, she just didn't miss a beat. She said, no, I can't do that. Either you're going to take that gig or you're going to keep this gig. And I thought just as fast as what she said. Okay, well, thank you so much for hiring me. It's been a pleasure working here, but I will be moving on. And I had to leave that job. That was the first of many jobs I had to leave as I was pursuing my acting career out here in California. So I'm just saying all that to say that sometimes you have to make those hard choices. Sometimes your boss, manager, supervisor, whoever won't let you off for auditions or even for work, acting work. They know it's not going to last forever. They know it's only a temporary thing and you'll be back. But a lot of people in regular jobs, this is something that new actors and actresses need to hear. A lot of people in regular jobs are I guess you would say jealous. I guess that's all I can really say. They don't appreciate people going for their dreams. They want you to toe the line and follow the same path that they're following. And I know many of you who are interested in getting into the acting business or doing some type of creative endeavor, your parents may even say that. Your relatives may even say that. You just need to get a real job. The acting business or the music business or the rap business or the rock and roll business is not steady. It's not secure. But you only have one life. You only have one life. And if you want to pursue this career, give it a shot. Give it a shot. None of us are guaranteed days on this earth. I so happen to be lucky enough to live a long amount of days so far, but no one is guaranteed to live all the days until they can't do anything anymore. So I'm telling you young people out there, if you want to pursue it, take the chance, go for it. But you're going to need some type of survival job. You're going to have to support yourself. You're going to have a way to make an income so that you can look presentable. You can have a car. You can have nice clothes to wear when you go on an interview, when you go out to network. You're going to have to network. Listen to that too. That's something that I failed at doing when I was young. Network. I don't mean just going out to parties and drinking and using drugs or whatever. Network with people in the business. Make friends. Build relationships. Build allies. Because you never know what person right next to you may be doing something, and you guys can help each other. You can collaborate. Someone may get a job as a director, and they have a friend. They bring them up. So make friends, network with serious people who are trying to go down that path you're going down. You can tell serious people from unserious people. So those are the ones you want to collaborate with. Those are the ones you want to surround yourself with. Like-minded people who are serious, who have decided whatever your career is, whatever your entertainment-related career is, this is the career path I want to follow, and I'm going to do what it takes to get there. I'm going to train. I'm going to practice. I'm going to rehearse. I'm going to write. I'm going to act. I'm going to do everything to prepare myself for the opportunity that may present itself. And listen what I said, may present itself. May present itself. There's no guarantees in this business. That's one thing. Come to my channel and you'll watch a lot of videos and you'll see I talk about both sides of it, the good and the bad, because it's a struggle. Any kind of entertainment business is a struggle. We see all the successful people walking the red carpet, walking the music awards, and everybody patting themselves on the back. That's all we see. We don't see the countless numbers of people struggling. And I'm not telling you that to be a downer. I'm telling you that because it's truthful. You're hearing this from a person. I've been an actor for 35 years. I'm a character actor. And yes, I wanted to be an A-list actor, but I never made it to that level. But I did have a nice, and I still continue to have a nice career working on and off as a character actor. But I also have another career as a filmmaker, director, editor. So I have all of those careers related to the entertainment business. And you should prepare yourself to do other things in this business also. I'm not saying just set your sights on whatever you decide to do and ignore everything else. You have to prepare for eventualities, which may come. You never know. There's only room for a certain amount of people at the top in this business, in any business that's entertainment related. And sometimes when you make it to the top, you don't stay there that long. We've all heard the videos and seen the videos about one-hit wonders. So I'm not saying this to be negative. I'm not saying this to bring you down. I'm not saying this for you not to try to go for your goals. Yes, go for them, because some people will make it, some people will be successful, and others won't. But you need to go into it with your eyes open. You need to prepare. You need to be the one who does the work, who rehearses. For instance, if you're an actress, you're going to be the one who networks, rehearses on her own, learns monologues, goes to classes. If she can't afford classes, she gathers some of her actress friends together and they do their own classes. They do their own workshops. They do their own scene studies. You will be the person that works hard, and that's just going to give you an edge up over the other people. So I just get on here to give you this little pep talk and tell you that you will have to work a survival job. There's nothing wrong with that. But don't lose focus. Don't get caught in a survival job and they won't let you do what you have to do when you have opportunities to advance your career. Move on to another survival job. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. So it's a risk. Know that. Go into it with your eyes open. Go into it knowing that everyone doesn't make it. But you have to try if you want to make it. If you don't try, you definitely won't make it. So take this little bit of advice. Find a survival job. Here's another little tip. Find a survival job that you like, that's as closely related to whatever your career you're pursuing is. When I first moved out here to Los Angeles, one of the second jobs I had after I left Color Systems was I worked with UCLA. It was a program called Community Express. What was it called? Something like that. Express Players. And what we did was we put on shows for high school students throughout all communities in Los Angeles to let them know how to prepare for college. I was still young at that time. I had just graduated from college. I was probably 25, 26, something like that. And so we, and myself and a group of other actors who were hired by UCLA, University Express, that's what it's called. And we used to go to high schools and put on shows, and the shows were all about how to prepare to get into college. So I had found a job, and I stayed there for a while. I had found a survival job that was directly related to me being an actor. And it actually helped me because it kept me sharp for my auditions. It kept me on my toes. It kept me rehearsed. We would write scripts. We would perform the scripts. It was a great experience. It was a theater program, actually, but it had a theater program with a purpose. So their jobs are out there like that. They're difficult to find. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. I'm not saying there's going to be a lot of them, but there are jobs that are related. Teaching, working in community theater. There's a lot of things you can do while you're striving to work towards your career. But remember, do not let the survival job block you from opportunities in your career. If you have to walk away, be brave, suck it in and walk away. Always keep some savings. Always keep some savings because you might have to live off your savings for 3 or 6 months. So you should have some savings. I know it's difficult, but you can do it. If you want to make it in this business, you need to make those hard choices. You need to save money. You need to have some rent money put up in case you're out of work for a couple of months. You need to have some money put up for food in case you're low on funding and your survival job, you had to walk away from it. So be prepared. Find a survival job that you like, but don't be afraid to leave it. Don't let them bully you. You have a goal and you want to continue to work towards your goal. So that's my little tip for today, this evening. I'll be back again tomorrow and give you an update on what I plan to do tomorrow. More editing probably. And I look forward to you guys coming to my channel, looking at my content. Please take a look at some of my playlists. I have a bunch of playlists with a bunch of content in there, and I love you to take a look at it. And if you haven't subscribed, please go to my channel and subscribe. Look around. I continue to give advice to actors, directors, and editors. And mostly I focus on new people. I try to let you know what you're getting into. I try to get you prepared. I try to make you strong. And I try to always tell the good and the bad. Like I said in my comments, like I said in the description of my channel, I say the quiet part out loud. I don't just tell you about all the good stuff. I tell you about the mistakes I made so you can avoid them. And I try to prepare you. So have a good evening, and I'll be back tomorrow. Don't forget to go to my channel and share it. I appreciate that. And subscribe if you haven't. Thank you.